moving on. Convince me, Sam, that the Clippers are who we thought they were. Who we thought they were.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to say the Clippers are still a championship contender for this reason. I'm going back to what you said last night. A week and a half ago, they went into Cleveland and they dismantled the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, the defending champions. They dismantled them. Now, it's a long season, and you cannot just take one game, even though the Golden State game, Golden State has dominated them, and they pointed to that game on their calendar. I think they got 3 more times to play Golden State this year, at least 2 or 3 for sure. So they got a chance to right the ship and erase that bad memory against Golden State. But I'm going to say the Clippers are still a championship contender. They got a championship coach. They got Blake Griffin, who's rededicated himself again. And they have Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, J.J. Redick. They have the pieces, but do they have the mindset? I'm going to say they still are a championship contender.
Yeah, David, this is a team that's lost 5 of 7 after that great start.
Yeah, and the problem that I have with them as a championship contender is this very thing. We talked about this last night. Great teams don't lose 3 games in a row. Great teams don't lose 5 out of 7.
Nope.
They just don't. They figure out a way to win. Even if they win ugly, they got to win games 90 to 87. They win those games. I don't understand LA sometimes. I just don't understand where they approach the game sometimes. Because, as you mentioned, we did that game in Cleveland. They were as locked in as any team I've seen all year. And they took Cleveland apart, and Cleveland wanted to win. They were coming off a bad loss themselves. So Cleveland was hyped for that game. And then they just lay an egg at home against Golden State, who seems to have their number. Was it 7 straight Golden States beat them?
That's correct.
That's a red flag to me.
I agree, but when you look at this Clipper team, they're older. Chris Paul, some of the guys, they're older. And I think they're going to have to pick and choose their spots. They're not built like Golden State. Golden State can win 65, 68 games. The way they built and how they play.
Right.
The Clippers are an older group of guys. So they have to kind of alter based on the night and the schedule. They kind of have to alter how they play a little bit. Not making excuses for them, because I was very disappointed. Because that's Golden State. That's a statement game. But it's a lot of basketball. They got a great coach in Doc Rivers. They have great players.
And
they have the players to do, and the bench is better.
I will say this. There are some red flags. I agree. But only because I'm in the holiday spirit. I'm going to continue to have joy in my heart and believe. But I'm close. I still believe.
I know that.
But I'm close. It's like Santa. I still want to believe. I want to believe. Sammy, I'll give you that point for sure.